Salvatore Rinauro going down the list of all the reasons why you should love him. It's a pretty darn short list. And as always, Salvatore Rinauro's attempt at dancing is always a delight. This is an 8-way elimination match. The winner of this match, with Mega Rumble rules, will end up wrestling Wildside Junior Heavyweight Champ Slim J next week here in Wildside. Kid Kool, new tights. And definitely an attitude that is definitely seeing some very positive momentum. And the first two participants of this elimination match were in fact a tag team at one time, well-known, G-rated. And several times over the past couple of months there have been attempts at reconciliation, but all for naught, as Salvatore Rinauro has taken a lot of opportunities to trim away at any positive momentum that Kid Kool is making. And the bell has rung. The first pairing up, Kid Kool and Salvatore Rinauro. Big left hand to the stomach of Salvatore Rinauro, but a charging shoulder sends Kid Kool down. A swift kick to the stomach from Sal, and the warring G-rateds are not any better acquainted with each other this week. Charging shoulder from Kid Kool.
Kid Kool goes for a boot to the midsection. Salvatore Rinauro, and they trade boots to the midsection. Irish whip by Kid Kool. Up and under goes Salvatore Rinauro. Spinning pet scissors by Kid Kool, beautifully executed.
Couple punches right to the nose. Good Lord.
High back body drop.
They don't get much higher than that.
Introducing the next participant. From Atlantic City, New Jersey, Scott Cage.
And Scott Cage would like nothing more than to take Salvatore Rinauro out of the game. Sal doesn't have too many friends out here, but in this elimination match, frankly, there are no friends. Stick with your friendships, I mean, after the match is over here. When Sal does not want to go over that top rope, he goes over that top rope, the man is toast.
And fans, you are watching Fright Night 2002 Night 1. The winner of this Mega Rumble is going to go on later tonight to get a shot at the Wildside Junior Heavyweight Champion, Slim J.
And if you're watching this on the Wildside Television Network, that match should be airing hopefully next week here on Wildside. And Scott Cage and Kid Kool seem to be delighting in teaming up with each other to trying to destroy Salvatore Rinauro. But the complexion of the match changes all over with the entrance of the next competitor.
Swingers Incorporated, Scotty Smooth.
You know, we got a lot of really weird people here at Wildside, Dan. I think Scotty Smooth is near the top of that list.
He's also under the top of my list of most hated athletes on the Wildside roster. This kid just gets under my skin.
I mean, frankly, getting under the skin of people you deal with, this could be to your advantage in the world of professional wrestling. If you're Scotty Smooth, frankly, it ain't working too well.
Scott Cage lighting the smooth one up. Mikael Adryan at ringside, not having a good time watching his partner get throttled. Sal Rinauro giving some to Kid Kool as well.
Well, Mikael Adryan getting involved here. Frankly, he's obviously no junior heavyweight. Getting involved, and frankly, he was arguing with Andrew Thomas, who would be in his right to throw him out, but our esteemed senior official wouldn't want that.
The blows of Scott Cage being taken there from Scotty Smooth. And Kid Kool going to work on Salvatore Rinauro in the corner reversal.
Boy, Scotty Smooth just going to town on Scott Cage. Cage now returning the favor. Suffice to say. Sal's trying to dump Kid Kool over that top rope. Kid don't want to go, and I don't blame him.
Vertical suplex by Scott Cage in the ring. And the next participant, from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, Jeff Lewis.
Jeff Lewis, he's about as pretty much pushing that junior heavyweight limit here.
Yes, he is. Jeff Lewis, youngster, one of the rookies here in the Wildside, making an impressive showing for himself.
Almost as impressive as that drop kick from Kid Kool.
In his previous outings, but now Kid Kool laying in a drop kick and laying in a punch. And all these individuals would love the opportunity to get a shot at Slim J later tonight. That's exactly what they're fighting for. Also tonight, you're going to see the first round of the Wildside 2002 International Invitational Tag Team Tournament.
A big night. Fright night. So big it takes 2 nights to get it all in. But a shot at the Junior Heavyweight Championship held presently by the real Slim J is quite a plum, quite a feather in the cap of any junior heavyweight, literally all over North America.
Jeff Lewis working on Rinauro in the corner. Rinauro with a right to the eye.
We're a little more than halfway through this match, or at least halfway through, figuring out who all 8 participants are going to be. Big chop attempt to sell Rinauro on the Jeff Lewis, and Lewis ain't having none of it.
From Nashville, Tennessee, Kid Thrilla. That's Thrilla with an 8. I know you're a little unwise in the street cred department, so I'm going to be here to freshen you up.
Hey, only street cred I got is Sesame Street, babe.
If you got to have some, that's certainly
Thanks. Is Sesame Street more Jerry Lawler's type? Well, if he likes those older women.
Ouch.
Yes, sir. Junior heavyweight madness going on here. Kid Thrilla and Scott Cage going at it. And a massage from Mikael Adryan on Scotty Smooth. I'm sorry you had to see that, friends.
Mikael Adryan rubbing the breast of Scotty Smooth, and I'm going to let that speak for itself because, frankly, it disgusts me too much to say it anymore.
Remember that appetite you used to have?
DDT by Scott Cage onto Kid Thrilla. He's another newcomer to the Wildside ring, competing from the Nashville circuit.
Kid Kool trying to dump over Salvatore Rinauro. It's obviously these guys are going out of their way to make sure they get nowhere near position to be hoisted over that top rope.
Scoop and a slam by Rinauro. Interesting component to this matchup. A lot of these athletes actually out of their element. They like to refer to a flying style. They like to rely on their high-impact maneuvers. And in a battle royal type setting, you have to be very careful about those maneuvers.
And frankly, the element of surprise is really key in getting your opponent. And you've got 7 of them in this match over that top rope.
In the high flying, it simply becomes more high risk because of the simple fact that there's bodies all over the place. Actually becomes a very dangerous atmosphere for these individuals, but so far, all participants playing it pretty safely. From Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, Jeremy V.
And once again, the whole alchemy of this match is changing with the addition of Jeremy V. We're 7/8 of the way into this matchup to see who all the participants are going to be. Jeff Lewis gets hoisted over the top. Jeff Lewis is first out.
Jeff Lewis has been eliminated.
A valiant effort. But when you have like 6 guys pretty much going to town on you, that's pretty much what it's, yeah, the odds are really stacked against you. And Scott Cage and Scotty Smooth.
A reverse corkscrew suplex there by Scott Cage. Nice maneuver.
Kid Thrilla looks like very close to getting Jeremy V over that top rope onto the floor, but Jeremy, smart man that he is, manages to sneak in between the first and second rope, back involved in this match. Kid Thrilla and Jeremy V in the northeast portion of the ring. That's a blatant choke from Sal Rinauro.
From Charlotte, North Carolina, Derek Driver. All 8 participants now in this matchup.
Although Jeff Lewis has recently been eliminated.
Salvatore Rinauro working on Scott Cage. Derek Driver with a suplex on Kid Kool. And for several junior heavyweights, very interesting that a suplex is about the most high-impact maneuver we've seen. But then again, as I explained before, the circumstances surrounding this matchup, you're not going to be able to fly all over the place for fear of injury.
And in all honesty, too, a lot of the maneuvers that you ought to be doing in a more traditional wrestling setting, you can't do because there's so many obstacles in the way, namely bodies. Whoa, Kid Thrilla and Jeremy V over at the same time.
Jeremy V and Kid Thrilla have been eliminated. Big suplex by Salvatore Rinauro on Kid Kool.
And an eye rake from Sal. Typically a big man maneuver, a defensive maneuver.
Rinauro charges in, but Derek Driver gets a boot up. And Driver going for the sliced bread number 2. But Rinauro's done his homework on Driver and counters the maneuver on the top turnbuckle.
Drops Driver on his kidneys.
Falling reverse DDT from the second turnbuckle by Salvatore Rinauro. Impressive maneuver, but his former tag team partner Kid Kool right there to kick him square in the base of the skull.
Yeah, Sal was rather proud of that. And a bit of an assist from the exotic Michael Adryan hanging on to the foot of his tag team partner, Scotty Smooth. There's no real need for Michael Adryan out here, is there?
Big chop.
Oh my! Talk about obstacles. Scotty Smooth and Salvatore Rinauro go charging. Well, Derek Driver, he has been eliminated.
Derek Driver has been eliminated.
Thanks to Kid Kool. And it's Kid Kool mixing things up with Sal Rinauro, Scott Cage and Scotty Smooth.
Scott Cage goes for a double underhook leg drop. Sal Rinauro doing his homework again on Scott Cage by countering that with a neck breaker. You can say what you want to about possibly the single most obnoxious human being I've ever met in my entire life.
Sal Rinauro?
That would be him. But he's actually impressing me here in the ring with his ability and the fact that he studied up on his opponents in this matchup.
As well you should. But the problem is, when so many men involved, they're coming at you fast and furious. But now we are pared down to the final 4 athletes. One of these 4 get a chance to meet up with Slim J for the Wildside Junior Heavyweight Championship. I don't believe it's going to be Scott Cage.
Michael Adryan getting involved. And Scott Cage has been eliminated.
We do have a lot of Scotts here. No
Too many
there.
damn Scotts. Scotty Wren was the first, and I wish he would have just stayed the only one. The original.
True, but he's not much of a junior heavyweight, last I checked.
Oh, no, he wouldn't be in this matchup. He'd be eating these individuals.
Blatant choke on Kid Kool, trying to choke the life out of that poor little guy. Sal Rinauro and Scotty Smooth now cooperating. This, in all honesty, should not last too long, this cooperation here at all. But that's precisely what they're doing. Plus with Michael Adryan still at ringside here, this ain't pretty. That was kind of pretty.
Scott Smooth has been eliminated. We're down to the final 2 here.
And the final 2 is the same as the first 2. Kid Kool and Sal Rinauro. Big fist to that noggin of Sal Rinauro. And a big knee to the midsection of Kid Kool. And the warring factions of G-Rated going at it. Proverbially tooth and nail here. With a junior heavyweight championship match in the offing.
Sal Rinauro.
Oh my.
Pump handle Michinoku Driver.
There's no 3 count. If his brain was as big as his nose, he'd realize that.
Well, I stand corrected on the praise I was giving the ability of Rinauro earlier. He done his homework on his opponents, but he didn't do his homework on the rules of the match.
I sure hope stupidity is painful.
Reversal there. Rinauro hangs onto the ropes. Oh, Kid Kool goes over but lands on the apron.
Sal thinks he won the match. But Kid Kool's plainly on the apron. Now, no one's been eliminated here. Both participants have gone over them. Oh, good night, Nurse.
Bulldog on the floor by Kid Kool onto Salvatore Rinauro.
With a spin. And Sal hits, of course, nose first. What else? However, neither Sal Rinauro nor Kid Kool are going to win this opportunity to face Slim J for the Junior Heavyweight Championship outside the ring. If Kid makes it back into the ring, perhaps he has a win waiting for him via countout. No, but it's Battle Royal. It's over the top rope or nothing. And Kid Kool motioning to the crowd. He's heading up to that top turnbuckle.
Yeah, he is.
Going up very, very slowly. Coming down a good deal faster. Thanks to Sal Rinauro shaking up that top rope. Kid Kool crossed himself on that top turnbuckle. And that ain't pretty. Oh, Sal Rinauro, he's on Wobbly Street. More than normal.
Sal Rinauro, forearm shot to the back. He's going to try to powerbomb him. No, wait a minute. Kid Kool Hurricane Rana. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Junior Heavyweight Mega Rumble. And going on later tonight to face Slim J, Kid Kool.